Calls are growing for General Mark Milley to step down after a new book details phone calls that he made to his Chinese counterpart in the final months of former President Trump's presidency. That book, Peril, by Washington Post journalist, says Milley would warn his counterpart in the event of a U.S. attack. Milley defended those phone calls, saying it was to convey reassurance and be in line with his responsibilities. White House correspondent Allison Harris is joining us live with how the president is responding to all this. Allison?
Yeah, Marnie, tonight the chairman of the Joint Chiefs is facing calls for his resignation and charges that he went rogue, violating the bedrock principle of civilian control over the military. President Biden is now coming to his defense. Reporting from the book Peril by Bob Woodward and Robert Costa details calls Milley made to his Chinese counterpart before the election and after January 6th, telling them that he would alert China in the event of a U.S. attack. The book also says Milley tried to limit then-President Trump's ability to order a military strike or launch nuclear weapons, saying Milley was concerned about Trump's mental decline after the election, describing Trump as manic and worried that he would go rogue. The president today is standing by Milley.
I have great confidence in General Milley.
The president knows General Milley. They've worked side by side, and the president has complete confidence in his leadership, his patriotism, and his fidelity to our Constitution.
And Mr. Trump, who nominated Milley to the post, today says General Milley should be tried for treason. No surprise that Republicans, especially those who are Trump supporters, are furious to learn about the reporting that is in this book. Senator Marco Rubio says the general should be fired immediately. Senator Rand Paul says he should be court-martialed. A statement on behalf of General Milley and the spokesperson for the Pentagon today say that communicating with foreign counterparts is the role of the chairman of the Joint Chiefs. And the Pentagon spokesperson says Milley would be intimately involved in the process of planning a military strike regardless. Milley is testifying to Congress later this month at a Senate Armed Services Committee hearing on Afghanistan. He's also expected to get questions about all of this. Marnie?